Hello, Smoke Binner again. Jessica, if I get another 3.5 out of 5 or lower, I'm going to assure you I'm going to try writing stuff out. So let's see. How much sleep did I get this week? Not that much. It's right now Sunday, and I want to get this homework done. So let's do this. So last Wednesday we went to Switzerland. Well, the embassy at least, after going to an apartment complex that wasn't the Swiss embassy. Uh, and you want us to talk about their federalism and how it compares and contrasts to our system of federalism. So, first, I guess we'll go with the comparisons. In Switzerland, they have three branches: the legislative, executive, and judicial branch, as do we. Uh, they The legislative branch does what they can to pass laws, kind of like we do. They have elections; they're a democracy like us, so that's always good. We borrowed stuff from them; they borrowed stuff from us. That's what Pascal said, and I kind of like that. That guy was very funny. Uh, they split off into cantons, which are like states. They have 26 of them. We have 26 of them. We have 50. They all have their own legislative body, which so do we. We have governors. They have cantons have their leaders. Good times. They do their own. They split off into their own different types of legislative bodies, such as the fact that there's one canton that still votes in an old-fashioned way, kind of like how some states have legislative assemblies, others do not. Uh, so I mean that works out like that, and so we're similar there. Uh, there's uh, there's another there's something called the principle of subsidiary in the Swiss Constitution, which says whatever that is not said in the Constitution is for the cantons. It is for the cantons to figure out to pass laws. So basically, it's very equivalent to our 10th Amendment, which states all powers not given in the Constitution to the federal government is left up to the states. So it's pretty much the exact same thing. So we're pretty similar in that. However, now that I talked about why we're the same for 2 minutes, let me see if I can talk about how we're very different for 2 minutes. Uh, Basically, the executive branch does not have as much power as we do, as ours does. The executive branch is split up into seven different people, and what they do is they discuss amongst each other to try to vote on. They basically introduce something that's equivalent to a bill. They kind of do what our legislative branch does, and if they vote for it, they say yes, we want to introduce this. They can, and they all have to say we're all introducing this because of points A, B, C, whatever, and then they bring it to the legislative branch. We don't do that. We have our House of Reps bring up a bill, and we do that. Go to the Senate if it passes the Senate. Go to the president. President can veto it or not. Executive branch has a very crucial role in that. Swiss executive branch does not have a crucial role. Uh, Also, when it comes to passing new legislation, the Swiss have the people decide. They have about four elections every year where they vote whether or not they want something to be passed or not. Like Pascal said, if somebody wants the flag to change, if they want the Swiss flag to not be a square but to be a rectangle, the people would vote yes, no, whether or not they want to. And they have a fairly high turnout rate, but only the major issues have really high ones. But we don't do that. If the House of Representatives says, hey, let's get a new flag, and they want to change the stars to, I don't know, something else like little circles, and pass through the House and the Senate, President does it, we have no say. If they really wanted to do it, they could. We would have no say. I mean, granted, we're in their constituency, we could protest, but the power is totally representative, and we do not have the power at all. Whereas in Switzerland, the people have a lot of power, and it's not solely representative. Uh, they also have two different elections every year. They first have Parliament, which is elected by the people, for the people, every August. And then in December, they elect the Executive Federal Councilors, which is elected by Parliament. So the people don't have the say in who's going to elect them, and we do. So, well, you know, Electoral College, same difference. So, I don't know. Basically, their form of government and our form of government, they have a lot of similarities. Wait, no, shoot, sorry, I'm not done yet. Jessica, I'm not done yet. Anyway, one last thing they have four political parties. They live in more of a pluralistic type society than we do. We have two parties, Democrats, Republicans, as of 2008, and whoever has the majority has a majority at the end. They have four parties in Switzerland, and they're basically in a huge cultural divide. So it does happen that they basically have like the majority has about like 27% of people in parliament, and it's very similar, very close for the rest of them. The four major parties are the major parties, and they work together. Unlike the Democrats and Republicans, who basically, for lack of a better word, bitch off at each other. I hope that language was okay with you. If it's not, please tell me in the email. What else? Looking at all my notes. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. If they really wanted to secede, if a Ken really wanted to secede, they could, and the rest of the country has to vote on whether or not they can. Here, after 1865, I doubt we're going to secede, especially the war it caused. So, secession is not a big deal in the United States, it's a big deal in Switzerland. That's another difference. So, okay, I think I've said enough. It's 6 minutes and 7 seconds into the video now. I really hope that's enough. If it's really, really not, and you think I'm like, I don't know, rambling or mumbling, and you want me to stop, I will do this on paper and make it more coherent if you really want me to. And I totally understand. Just I don't know. I really don't want another 3.5 out of 5. That was a shell shock. Anyway, should that have been in the video? I don't know, but I've already said everything, so I'm just going to keep it at that. So anyway, Switzerland and us, federalism, they have cans, we have states. It's pretty similar in that aspect. We have a lot of other similarities. They have like a version of the 10th Amendment that we have. We have the 10th Amendment. They have everything else left up to the cans. We have everything left up to the states. But the way they go about elections, the way they're represented, is completely different than the way we do it. So we have differences, we have similarities. That's what you asked for. That's what I gave you. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.